Welcome to the ministry of Biblical Eldership Resources. Our mission? To promote and encourage the practice of biblical eldership and to build up elders in the church worldwide. Why spend so much time on this one issue when there are so many needs in reaching the world for Christ? Leadership is a critical issue in the church. It affects everything else. Christian leaders universally recognize the need for leadership training and passing the baton to the next generation. For example, in his book Spiritual Leadership, J. Oswald Sanders addressed the need for a certain type of leadership, a spiritual leadership and not just an organizational one. Howard Hendricks taught and emphasized leadership for 50 years at Dallas Seminary. This subject has become so important at the seminary level that they have established the Howard G. Hendricks Center for Christian Leadership and Cultural Engagement. There are an increasing number of books being published on the subject, and conferences abound. Yet the reality is there continues to be widespread leadership burnout. The Francis Schaeffer Institute of Church Leadership Development reports that 35 to 40% of those entering church ministry leave after only 5 years. Other research shows that 60 to 80% will no longer be found in ministry after 10 years. Recent studies have shown that 1,500 pastors per month are leaving church ministry permanently in North America. That's 1,500 per month. In churches where plurality of elders is embraced, many elders are burning out because of competing time commitments, lack of training, and an inadequate understanding of spiritual leadership. The result is that many people are left feeling unshepherded, uncared for, and unequipped for God's service. On the mission field, leadership is problematic as well. Phil Barnes, Executive Director of MSC Canada, says that leadership succession is one of the most critical needs on the mission field. There needs to be another way of doing shepherding, both on the mission field and in the local church. That way is a return to the biblical practice of church leadership by elders, or to put it another way, biblical eldership. What is biblical eldership? We believe that church government in the 21st century across all cultures should be modeled after New Testament teaching and practice. We believe from a study of Scripture the pattern of leadership called elders was first of all pastoral, not a board position. It was also shared. New Testament eldership involves a plurality of elders who share the pastoral function. We believe for biblical reasons that elders should be men. Scripture lays out very specific character qualifications. They are to be men of the highest Christian character. Elder leadership is servant leadership. Elders are like player coaches, modeling the Christian lifestyle as they shepherd God's people with servant hearts. Not only do we believe that this is the scriptural model for pastoral leadership in the church, we believe that this is the best model for sustaining the growth and proliferation of churches around the world. So what is our strategy? How do we attempt to affect the church worldwide? Our objectives are to provide scripturally based teaching that promotes a plurality of biblically qualified men to serve as shepherds of the local church, to provide assistance to churches transitioning from other forms of church government, to develop quality elder training programs and materials that are internet-based and accessible worldwide, free of cost. On the left, we see a Mongolian nomad relaxing in his tent watching a video on his mobile phone while his daughter looks over his shoulder. On the right, Kyrgyzstan shepherds use their cell phones to take and look at pictures. The world is becoming increasingly digital and interconnected. Another goal is to connect networks of elders in regional areas for mutual instruction, edification, and mentoring. We will deliver both simulcast and in-person conferences for geographical areas around the world. Finally, we offer in-person consultation through email, Skype, or phone. Check out our webpage, the hub of our resources. Thanks for watching this video. Please pray that the Lord will use this ministry for the building up of His church worldwide.